Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Trana Batchelor. I am the Director of Business Assistance at Erie County. I'm so pleased to be here. This is so very exciting to launch and officially announce Western New York BeinBusiness.org. Again, that's WNY. WNYBeinBusiness.org. This project, this initiative has been a long time in the making. It spawned from our work during the Business Task Force days, which the county executive started at the very beginning of the COVID pandemic. And there was just this need for one place that folks could go to and find the resources and the services they need for small businesses, because there were so many, and it was just really, really difficult for people to find where to go. So we are finally putting all this together so that folks can go to one site and get connected with all of the nonprofit business service providers and all of the resources that they provide. So I would be remiss if I did not give all of the thank yous, and there are so many thank yous to give. First and foremost, the Amherst Chamber of Commerce, specifically Christine Langenfeld. She was literally the machine. I affectionately call her Christine the Machine. She was the machine behind all of this. We would not be here today if it weren't for her and all of her hard work. AJ, thank you so much for letting us borrow her. She should honestly have her own office in DEP because she's been working with us so much. Another big thank you to SBDC, the Small Business Development Center, and Dr. Sue McCartney and her team. They acted as our program administrator for this initiative, and they have been just such a wonderful partner. We absolutely love working with SBDC, as well as Open4 and UBRI, specifically Kia Shauku and Laura Cabral. They were really instrumental in helping us get here, as well as Laura's help with getting us a $40,000 grant from the Wilson Foundation. So a huge, huge thank you to Laura and Wilson and Kia. Another big thank you to our other sponsors, ECIDA, National Grid, and Evans Bank, who all contributed to this initiative as well. So huge thank you to them. And our other partners that helped us get this off the ground, WEDI, Westminster Economic Development Initiative, Invest Buffalo Niagara, and as well as our tech provider, SourceLink, and the person who actually started all of this in Rochester, Dr. Lomax Campbell of Third Eye Network Consulting. He is the true thought leader behind all of this. He got this started back when he was working with the city of Rochester. So this site, Nexus I-90, is actually currently focused in Rochester, and we have expanded it to Buffalo with WNY Being Business. And I believe Syracuse will be joining as well at some point too. So really, really big thank you to all of the folks that helped make this happen. Without further ado, the biggest thank you, of course, has to go to my boss, the county executive, Mark Polenkars, who really put forth the seed money and initially to get this started. So I will turn it over to him. Big thank you.
Thank you, Trana, and thank you for all your work as the representative of the county in the process of creating the Be in Business, Western New York Be in Business organization. I also want to thank my partners in county government, Chairwoman April Baskin, Legislator Howard Johnson. We would not be here today. We would not be here today without their support. The funding from Erie County came from the American Rescue Plan and the Renew Plan that we submitted last year, and they overwhelmingly supported this portion of it. So thank you to all the legislators who supported the Renew Plan and the American Rescue Plan submission that we provided to them. Also our partners, of course, the Amherst Chamber of Commerce. We've worked on a number of different projects through the last few years, and they've made a big difference. As Trana noted, this came out of the COVID pandemic, in which we had the Erie County Business Task Force come together to try to assist all size businesses, small, medium, and large, during what was, unfortunately, the global health issue of our time that, of course, required us to shut down our community for quite a number of months. And we knew that we were going to probably lose some businesses during that time, but we also wanted to find out a way in which we could support organizations and businesses so they could make it through the worst of the pandemic. And I'm glad to say the vast majority, 99% of businesses actually made it. And it was because of a lot of the programs and projects that came together because of the Erie County Business Task Force. But one of the things that we realized very quickly is there wasn't a resource like this for small businesses. When I ran for county executive, I talked about how I wanted to have a one-stop shop for economic development. I'm glad to see John Capolino here from the ECIDA, and John will remember this because the ECIDA was in one building, the state was in another building, the city kind of did its own thing, and we wanted to make certain that we brought all the big economic development organizations together, because if you're trying to grow your business and you need aid from the state or the county or the city, or you want to come into this region, you don't want to go to 3 or 4 different locations, you want to come to one. And that's what we did at 95 Perry Street. We created a one-stop shop, an actual brick-and-mortar shop for economic development purposes. But then we also realized that there really wasn't anything like this for small businesses, especially those that might be searching on the internet to find resources to help them. There's lots of resources out there, but you don't want to have to go and take a look at 17 different sites to figure out what's available. And so it came very quickly that they needed to be a one-stop shop in some ways on the internet for small businesses. And that's what this is. Western New York Bee in Business is a one-stop shop in which a small business can come to one link and find out everything they need and get directed to the other resources that exist. So if you are a small business or someone who's in the has a not-for-profit or others that is in the market of assisting small businesses, you need to go to WNYBEINBUSINESS.org. It's easier just reading it. Like looking at that, WesternNewYorkBeInBusiness.org. Because it is this one-stop shop that's been put together by our partners. I want to thank everybody who participated in this process because today, of course, the beginning of Small Business Week, Small Business Month, and we're here to talk about a resource that's now available to assist the small businesses in our area. And it didn't exist just up until recently. And I think this is a perfect example of why our community not only was able to get through the COVID-19 pandemic, but that we've seen this great rebirth in this new Buffalo and this new Erie County. It's because of everyone coming together, rolling up our sleeves and saying, we're going to create a better community for all. As I noted in my State of a County address not too long ago, for too long our region sought a silver bullet or a knight in shining armor riding in on a horse to save us for the long economic malaise. I look out this room and I realize I'm older than most of the people in this room, I think. And they don't remember what it was like in the 80s, 90s, 2000s when people were told, don't go to Buffalo, you got to move out of this area to have a successful career. And then a bunch of us said, you know what, the silver bullet's not coming. The white knight is not coming in on the horse. There was a silver bullet. It was us. It was us rolling up our sleeves, working together and saying, we can do better. We can build this new Buffalo, this new Erie County. And that's what this is all about. It's about partners coming together like the Amherst Chamber of Commerce or the Small Business Center at Buffalo State University. I have to get used to saying that. Coming together to say we can assist those and can continue to grow our economy. It's why we're doing the storefront revitalization program, because every dollar that we put into a small business attracts additional business to that community, which then strengthens our economy. And I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to deny it, but if they're a small business that charges sales tax and they get additional sales tax, well, that benefits us all because it comes to Erie County and we invest it back into our community, in our libraries, in our parks, in our arts and cultural institutions. So the more that we can do to strengthen our economy, the stronger our community will be in the long run. So to all the partners, thank you for all that you've done to make this a reality. And this is just the first day of what I hope will be many success stories going forward of small businesses coming to WesternNewYorkBeInBusiness.org, WNYBEINBUSINESS.org, and starting on their road to a brighter future for their business and for our community. So thank you all for being here and for making this a reality. And now it's my pleasure to introduce my partner in Erie County government, our chairwoman, April Baskin.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Tarana. Thank you to DEP. And of course, thank you to our county executive for your leadership on this initiative. It's National Small Business Week. And the goal of this week is to help small businesses and startup owners begin and to succeed in their business. And it recognizes the crucial contributions of American entrepreneurs and small business owners. And I am so glad that it is this week that the county has decided to celebrate the Western New York Be in Business Initiative. I'm so proud of us. I definitely want to thank again Erie County, the Amherst Chamber of Commerce, and all of the beautiful partners who partnered with us to make this possible. And I just want to brag on Erie County a little bit. Now, I don't know if I should be considered as biased because I'm a leader in county government, but I have to tell you that I have never, in the 6 years that I've been elected to serve, been so proud of the county in recent. And it's because of this trend of not just understanding or talking about how important it is to support small business owners, or the fact that small businesses are the absolute thread and the backbone to the fabric of this entire nation. But Erie County is kicking in doors, and we're putting action to our words. It goes back to starting with our Great County Executives Initiative with the Back to Biz program. Y'all remember that, right? Millions of dollars in COVID-19 CARES Act funds allocated to help businesses who were struggling throughout COVID sustain themselves. And it did not stop there. The legislature then got a proposal, an amazing proposal, which we were proud to support, for the Storefront Revitalization Program, which is also being led by Commissioner Castle and DEP. And we are helping give a facelift to over 200 small businesses have been approved thus far across the county, and there are more to come. And it did not stop there. Then we heard about the Erie County Shop 716 program, and then it did not stop there. The county legislature led with the former detainee to employee initiative that we're rolling out with the Correction Specialist Advisory Board to help match detainees who are recently going to be released from incarceration to small business owners who have not been able to fully restore their workforce post-COVID with folks who absolutely need a job so that we can reduce recidivism. And I'm super proud that we are about to embark with the support of the county executive on the Level Up initiative, which is going to be the pipeline for minority business owners who want to prepare themselves to bid on the current stadium contracts that are coming down the pipeline over the next couple of years with the resources and the wraparound services that they need to be eligible to absolutely bid and be successful. This is the business that Erie County is in. We are in the business of supporting small businesses, and we have a track record of doing it. And we have a track record of doing it well because of the county leadership that we have. And I can say that I don't think it's going to stop there. I don't know what the next big project is after Back to Biz and Level Up and Shop 716 and the Storefront Revitalization Program and the Western New York Be in Business. I'm not going to spell out the, because I'll mess it up. Okay, I'm not going to attempt. But I want you guys to really, really hone in on this moment in history. And I want you to point to me to another county across the nation that is focusing all of their effort and federal resources and putting it right into the pockets and the hands of small business owners. I bet the list is short, and I bet Erie County's at the top. And I'm proud to be the chairwoman. I'm proud to support DEP. I'm so very proud of our county executive and deputy county executive, Shamira, who's there in the back. And I say, let's go on to the next project. I'm ready to go. God bless. Thank you so much. Larry Johnson. All right, I'm proud to introduce my partner in government, my brother in the streets from another mother, and the person who also helps a lot of these projects get done in the legislature, Legislator Howard Johnson.
Thank you. I want to start by thanking the county executive and his administration for this program and the partners that joined in here. I'll be brief. You know, small businesses are what incubates community. If you take a walk down Hurdle Avenue, Elmwood Avenue, it's the small businesses that make that community thrive. So this is timely. This will level the playing field across all of Erie County. This will be beneficial for everyone here. So again, I just want to thank you guys and the partners for being here today and bringing this program to life, and thank our county executive for being so progressive in this. You know, you don't have a lot of this out here. You know, you could take the resources and hoard them or save them for pet projects, but no, he takes them and spreads them across the county. And I'm happy to be a partner with him in government and happy to do the work we do. Invest. Let me change the wording. Invest. And then what I want to implore each of us to do is, as these small businesses begin to kick off, let's go out and support them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Legislator Johnson, Chairwoman Baskin. Next up, we will have AJ Baines, who is President and CEO of Amherst Chamber of Commerce.
Well, thank you, Trana. Thank you, everyone, for inviting us once again to collaborate with Erie County Executive Polling Cars, the Ledge. You have been tremendous partners for us over the last 3 years when we had the unfortunate circumstances of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your office, our offices have been working together to look for ways to support small businesses. And this is just another perfect example, another great initiative. There are a lot of resources out there, as the county executive mentioned, and finally now to have a catch-all, one website available. I'm not going to spell it out either, so we'll just go with Western New York beinbusiness.org, is a tremendous benefit for everyone. A counterpart of mine in the chamber world, Kathy Pachulo from the Kenton Chamber, is with us, and we often talk about resources and how do we bring it all together under one roof. So to be able to do that, we are thrilled to be part of it. So great that we have willing partners like the ECIDA, Evans Bank, National Grid, Sue McCartney, SB, small Buffalo State, SBDC, now University. So congratulations, thank you so much. But I will like to just point out a special thank you for a woman in our office, Christine Langenfeld, who really she'll be thrilled to hear that round of applause. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us today, but I can't thank her enough for the work that she does on behalf of the chamber, and we're so excited. And Chairwoman, to your point, I can't wait for the next project we're going to do. All right? So thank you very much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So last but certainly not least, I did want a few words from our business owner who actually is catering this event right now. La Verdad Cafe, the owner is Vivian Robinson. If she could come up to the podium, please, just to say a couple words.
First, I just want to say thank you. Trana, you have been amazing. I opened up my business in 2018, and then the pandemic hit. And being a new business owner, you're trying to determine how you're going to stay open. And without you, without all you guys, without the Lord, I would have closed my business within 7 months. And through this small business, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, because through that, we connected the dots, because these things were not available for small businesses. It was not available, so we didn't know how to find out how to take care of our employees, how to make ends meet, but we stayed open. And without small business development, without the Buffalo Urban League, without the Erie County 716, I mean, that was totally a blessing for La Verdad Cafe. And then people were asking me, how did you pivot through all of this? It's because of people like these guys that look out for small businesses and give us the opportunity to stay open. And through the programs that were available for us and allow me to stay open, we were able to become #1 in the state of New York for having the best barbecue. And through And as the funding kept coming in to keep La Verdad open, then we were also on a cooking competition called Rat in the Kitchen, and we brought home the prize of that because of programs like I'm glad I can just go to this website. I'm not going to look back and say what it is, but I know it's W New York, whatever it says. That phone, I know it's behind me. So I want to thank you. You guys are doing an amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing and keep supporting small businesses. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Viv. That was exactly what I was looking for. So thank you so much. But businesses like hers and all the other businesses around the county are the reason we do what we do. And I'm just so excited to actually launch Western New York Be in Business, WNYBeinbusiness.org. One last thank you. Have to give a huge shout out to Megan and the Foundry for hosting us today. Thank you so much. And without further ado, I'll direct everyone's attention over to the projection screen. We'll have a very brief website demo.